The debate between iPhone and Android has been ongoing for years, with both sides passionately defending their preferred platform. The competition between the two operating systems is often seen as a matter of personal preference, where users become entrenched in their choice and resist the idea of switching. However, it's important to recognize that while one platform may be the winner in certain areas, it doesn't mean it's the best choice for everyone. In this comparison, we'll break down 7 key categories, and by doing so, we can objectively examine which platform performs better in each. But, since no single winner applies universally, we'll also introduce a rubric system to help you determine which platform might be the winner for your specific needs. Category 1. Customization. When it comes to customization, Android has long been regarded as the leader, and for good reason. Android allows users to dive deep into settings and modify almost every aspect of their device, from the home screen layout to intricate system behaviors. Customization is practically a hobby for many Android users, and the flexibility that Android provides is unparalleled. With the release of iOS 17 and Android 14, it might initially seem like the gap between the two operating systems has narrowed. Apple has made strides by introducing features like lock screen customization, the ability to change clock fonts and colors, and widgets that offer glanceable information. However, while iOS has made progress in customization, it remains limited compared to Android. The key difference between the two platforms lies in the level of control users have. Apple tends to add customization features gradually, but these features are often implemented in a way that restricts how much users can do. iOS users are generally limited to the Apple way of customizing their devices, which means that even though they have more options now, their setups still look similar to one another. On the other hand, Android's Material You feature enables users to create personalized themes that adapt based on their wallpaper, and Android allows much more freedom when it comes to widget placement, icon packs, and overall system aesthetics. Even with the most basic version of Android, such as stock Android on Google's Pixel phones, there's far more customization available than on iOS. For instance, Android users can resize widgets to fit their specific needs, place icons wherever they want on the home screen, and even customize the grid size. In contrast, iOS limits users to a grid system where apps must align in a predetermined order, and resizing widgets is not an option. Custom icons on iOS are possible, but only with extra effort using Siri shortcuts, which feels like a workaround rather than a native feature. While iOS's approach to customization may be more polished and uniform, Android offers significantly more freedom, even if that means some users end up with cluttered or unattractive home screens. Ultimately, the winner in the customization category is Android. Category 2. Features. When comparing features, both iOS and Android have evolved tremendously over the years. In the early days, it was common to hear about the iPhone lacking basic features that Android users had long enjoyed. For example, iOS was late to the game in adding wallpapers, copy and paste functionality, and widgets. Today, however, both platforms are largely feature-complete and continue to borrow ideas from each other. With each new software update, it seems that both Apple and Google implement features that were once exclusive to the other platform. That being said, iOS has introduced some unique features that give it an edge in certain areas. For example, Apple's focus modes provide a high level of control over notifications, allowing users to tailor which apps and contacts can reach them during specific times or activities. Additionally, iOS offers privacy features like Hide My Email and iCloud Private Relay, which protect users' personal information. Apple's Dynamic Island on the Pro iPhone models, while still in its early stages with limited app support, is another example of Apple trying to innovate and offer features that set its devices apart from Android. However, when it comes to sheer breadth of features, Android still takes the crown. Android is known for offering a vast array of small, customizable options that give users more control over their device. From battery management tools that allow users to set charge limits to preserve battery life, to gaming features like adjustable refresh rates and game modes, Android devices offer more granular control over how they operate. Android also has a more robust file management system, allowing users to drag and drop files into specific folders, which can be invaluable for those who need their phone to function like a miniature computer. Features like reverse wireless charging, which lets users charge accessories like earbuds directly from their phone, are also available on many Android devices. Moreover, Android's hardware ecosystem offers more variety when it comes to features. Whether you want a phone with a massive camera array, no notch, super fast charging, or a USB-C port, there's an Android phone for you. Android's feature set is built around choice, and this applies to hardware as well as software. In contrast, Apple's hardware lineup is more limited, and certain features, like a 10x zoom camera or reverse wireless charging, are still unavailable on the iPhone. Although both platforms offer the essential features that users expect in 2023, Android's extensive feature set and customization options make it the winner in this category. Category 3, Ease of Use. For many people, ease of use is a top priority, and this is where Apple's iOS truly excels. Apple has always emphasized simplicity and intuitiveness, and that philosophy is evident throughout the iPhone's user interface. From the moment you pick up an iPhone, everything feels familiar and straightforward. The home screen has remained consistent over the years, with the iconic 4 icons in the dock and the green phone icon always positioned on the left. Even though iOS has added new features over time, such as widgets and customization options, the overall design remains clean and easy to navigate. The camera app on the iPhone, for example, has hardly changed in years, and that consistency is part of what makes it so easy to use. All of the core functions are laid out in a simple and intuitive manner, with advanced settings tucked away to avoid overwhelming the user. This contrasts with some Android phones, where camera apps may have more features, but those features are often buried in menus, making them harder to access for the average user. Similarly, Apple's Calculator app is a model of simplicity, offering the basic functions most users need without complicating things. There's also the benefit of Apple's integrated ecosystem, which enhances ease of use. For example, when you buy an iPhone, you can expect that all of Apple's services and accessories, from AirPods to Apple Watches, will work seamlessly with your device. Furthermore, Apple's customer service is widely regarded as superior, thanks to the extensive network of Apple stores and the company's control over the entire customer experience. Android, on the other hand, offers more flexibility, but that flexibility often comes at the cost of simplicity. Android's open nature means that different manufacturers can implement their own interfaces and features, which can sometimes lead to inconsistent user experiences. While customization enthusiasts may enjoy tinkering with their settings, for the average user, this can be overwhelming. Android phones are often preloaded with bloatware, especially when purchased from carriers, which can clutter the user experience. Even Google's own Pixel devices, which receive updates directly from Google, do not have the same level of long-term support as iPhones. In many cases, Android phones from 2018 or earlier will not be updated to Android 14, the latest version of the operating system. For users who prioritize staying up to date with the latest software and security patches, the iPhone is the clear winner. Apple's commitment to providing long-term support for its devices, along with the ease of updating through a centralized system, makes iPhones a more reliable choice for those looking for longevity. Category 5, Apps. The app ecosystem is a crucial factor in the smartphone experience, and both Android and iOS boast millions of apps in their respective app stores. The Google Play Store has over 3.5 million apps, while the Apple App Store offers over 1.5 million. While Android's larger number of apps might seem like an advantage, it's important to consider quality over quantity. Both platforms have access to all the major apps that users rely on daily, from social media platforms to productivity tools. However, when it comes to app development, Apple's App Store is often seen as more lucrative for developers, and as a result, many apps launch first on iOS or offer exclusive features that are not available on Android. For example, some photo editing apps or high-end games may offer additional features on the iPhone, taking advantage of Apple's powerful hardware and unified ecosystem. The App Store's more stringent quality control also means that iOS users are less likely to encounter malicious or poorly designed apps. While Google has made efforts to improve security on the Play Store, Android users still face a higher risk of downloading apps that may contain malware or adware. Apple's walled garden approach to app development, while sometimes restrictive for developers, results in a more curated and consistent app experience for users. That said, Android has a more open app ecosystem, which allows users to install apps from third-party sources, giving them more freedom to access apps that may not be available on the Play Store. This is a significant advantage for users who want to install apps that Apple might block or for developers who need to distribute apps outside of official channels. For the average user, however, the app experience on iOS tends to be more polished and secure, making Apple the winner in this category. The App Store's stricter guidelines and the iPhone's powerful hardware make it a better platform for high-quality apps and gaming. Price is a significant factor when choosing between an iPhone and an Android phone, and in this category, Android offers a wider range of options. Apple's pricing strategy has always focused on the premium market, with the latest iPhone models starting at $799 for the iPhone 15 and going up to $1,199 for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. While these prices are in line with what you'd expect for a high-end device, they can be out of reach for many people. Android, on the other hand, offers devices at almost every price point, from budget phones that cost less than $200 to flagship models that rival the iPhone in terms of specs and build quality. For example, Google's Pixel 7a is an excellent mid-range phone priced at $499, while Samsung offers devices like the Galaxy A54 for around $449. These phones provide a great balance between performance, features, and affordability, giving users more options when it comes to finding a device that fits their budget. Additionally, Android's open nature means that manufacturers can offer phones with unique features at different price points. For instance, OnePlus and Xiaomi offer devices with high-end specs at a fraction of the cost of an iPhone, while companies like Motorola and Nokia focus on delivering affordable devices with decent performance. For users who prioritize getting the best value for their money, Android is the clear winner. The sheer variety of devices available at different price points, along with competitive features, makes Android a more flexible and accessible platform for budget-conscious consumers. While it's clear that both iPhone and Android have their strengths and weaknesses, the choice ultimately comes down to what you prioritize in a smartphone. If you value customization, variety, and affordability, Android is the better option. On the other hand, if you prioritize ease of use, long-term software support, and a seamless ecosystem, the iPhone is the clear winner. Here's a quick rubric to help you decide. Customization: if you enjoy tweaking every aspect of your phone's interface, go with Android. Features: if you want more granular control over your device and access to more niche features, Android is the way to go. Ease of use: if you prefer a phone that works out of the box with minimal setup, the iPhone is the better choice. Support and updates: if you want a device that will receive software updates for many years, the iPhone is the winner. Apps: if you value polished and secure apps, the iPhone is the better platform. Price and value: if you're looking for a budget-friendly phone, Android offers more options. Ecosystem: if you're already invested in Apple's products or want a seamless experience across devices, the iPhone is the best choice. Ultimately, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. Both platforms have evolved to the point where they can meet the needs of most users, but the right choice for you depends on your priorities and how you use your smartphone.